All right, I was talking about Material Q. I'll add another video onto it. So let's go, like, here's the shot that I'm taking. So this is on hole number 9. I'm coming in, and on the drive shot, I want to put curl so that I can bring myself around to set myself up in the shadows. So, like, watch where the shot comes out. I'll turn the volume down. So watch where the shot comes out here. You can see where the first bounce is. I've used all the side spin I can, so I've got to bring it the last little bit, and where it bounces, I'm right down through the middle. But I have, if I came in there with a little bit more curl, I have a great landing spot, but I want to be up in the frond shadows, not in the trunk shadows. So I want to be a little bit farther to the left. And I left myself plenty of room out there, so when I'm setting this shot up, so we'll watch it when I set it up. We'll pause it right there at the point where I put the curl on it to release the shot. And you can see how much curl I can put on there. That's how much side spin I have that I can have in my available to me if I put on max top spin. I'm about 2.5 rings off that transitional surface because what I'm trying to do here. Let me back it up just a hair so I can explain exactly what it is I'm trying to do there. And why I'm 2.5 rings off down there. Let me move it to the right spot. So I'm all but one bar of side spin. And I'm 2.5 rings off. And so what I'm doing here, my goal here is that I want to get the ball to come to these shadows right here. And I want it to be like dead center in the middle, and where I'm bleeding out is like right where my ball guide's going. So I'm trying to bring curl on it so that I'm coming in like my ball guide's saying I'm going to come in like this, but I'm actually going to come in like this. So I'm going to come in at an angle. And when I come in at an angle, the angle itself is going to push me. I don't want to clip this rough. I've got this path to go through. I want to split this path in half so that because I have a lot of room on the right-hand side right here. And I don't want to get too close to the middle. I really want to just maybe get a quarter of it so that I'm more towards the bottom of the shadows down here. But I want to try and get more distance on the shadows without having to do any overpower or anything. And I want to leave myself plenty of room. I want to leave myself plenty of room back here so that the shot can develop, so that I can get past this first bounce and give myself plenty of room, and then I can let it travel and develop through. But if I pinch it up down here at the bottom, I'm trying to get everything to go to the left, and I need to get the hell away from the stuff on the left to give it room. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully. But anyway, so I set this shot up, and I'm going to set up, so like on my curl line, I did not have my grid up while I was taking the shot. I was using the take shot as my marker, but I put my grid up because I'm going to put in a tick right there. So that's where I put the curl here. And so I was right up against the transitional line for the blue ring. I was right out here on the outside edge. And I think this is too far. So I'm going to split the difference here, and I'm going to put a tick mark right there. That's right here in the center. And so I want to make that mark on there. So this is how I posted how to use the material Q, and I put in, let me get that off. So if you go in here and edit your lines, down here at the bottom, you can add these to adjust. You can add in, you can make copies of this and add this line in. So I'm going to make a copy of it. Make a copy. And paste it. Let's get rid of that and get it the hell out of my way so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to erase the comment lines. Okay, so now I have an inset, and that is on the left-hand side. And let's see the mark, where it's at on the mark. So this one here in the center is 0, and the next one over is, well, the center one's at 50. And there's one that we can't hardly see right here that's at 40. And the one that we can see here, so it's 20, 30, 40, 50 is the center. So 50, 40, 30. So we're at about 35. So I'm going to go like 33 in. And so from the left, I'm going to go 33. Because 50 is right dead center in the middle from the left-hand side. So I'm going to go 33% away from the left-hand side, and everything else stays the same. And I've already got a color picked out. And you can see now there's, watch my grid, see my grid line down there? There's a little pink line. So let's go see if that little pink line that I just activated is in the right spot. So it's a little bit outside of that. So it's probably more towards the 30 if I wanted to split the difference. So I'm gonna go change it one more time. Let's go in and edit it. We were at 33 at the very bottom, 33. I'm going to change that to 30. I'm going to move it in a little bit more. And that's right at the line. So we know we don't need to go to the line. So it was at 33. So, all right. Let's see here. What tournament is this? Is this Paradise? Paradise. Islands. Paradise. Paradise Islands. All right, let's go to the bottom of this one. Let's change that. Let's make a copy. I got to start all over again because I made a mistake. Make a copy. Paste, paste. Erase the comment lines. Go over to where it says 50 on the left because we're changing that. We're going to change. We tried 33 and 33 was out a little bit too far. So let's try 32. And the deal is if you can't get it close, then you'll have to do it in DPs. There's two ways that you can do measurements in this. You can do it in percentage or you can do it in DPs. And so someplace in here, I've done it in DPs because it works better on my device. And so you can move those around. You can work it either in percentage or in DPs. But sometimes if you want to get more precise, the DPs have more, there's more units in each 1% than just one. All right, let's try that. All right, let's see what that looks like. That's perfect. So that's how much curl I want to put on there. So I'm going to make that one on that hole, which is hole number 9. It's the pink curl. And so this is what I was talking about. If you're using Material Q, you can go in here on holes that you're using. We're having to use curl to bring it around on these holes so that we can try and knit up in the perfect spot. We can go through there and mark. So when we look at our notes, we go, okay, we're on the pink curl line here. So when we go to put that curl line on, that curl in, we go to the pink line and bam, that's how much curl we put in. And we can work that. So if you start the week off and you're at one spot and you're like, hey, it's hard to work it out. I've got more room on the right-hand side. I could loosen up on that. Then you can move it in. But you can change that line. All right, that's how those curl, that's what I was talking about in the curl lines, like you could set up custom ticks just for shots. But you'll only be able to do that if you record your gameplay, because that way you can record your gameplay and you can freeze frame it like this so you can see how it works up. All right, thanks for watching.